What's up, y'all? Guys, this is an impromptu live. I very seldom, well, I can say very seldom, but I don't normally do them this late. First of all, we had Bible class tonight, and I just knew after Bible class I was going to go to sleep because I was so sleepy during class. And then after class, I got, this story finna take some weird twists and turns. So I had made some I had made some chicken and gravy and peppers, and onions. Just made me some vegetables and baked chicken. I had made some gravy with it. I just wanted some little starchy starch this week. I didn't make no rice or nothing like that because I didn't want too much starch. So I've been eating it with a salad. But the gravy it wasn't hitting like I wanted to hit. So I had to doctoring up that gravy again. You know what I'm saying? Thicken it up and stuff. So after I did that and I ate, and it's towards the end of Bible class, like I'm gonna go to sleep, right? So at the Bible class, I didn't go to sleep. I thought I was gonna go to sleep, but I couldn't go to sleep. So I'm like, let me do this impromptu live because it was just running through my mind, and I wanted to talk about it, get into it. Come talk about it with me. Come talk about it with me. I ain't gonna be on here long because I do got to get up and go to work in the morning. But I was sleepy, but now I'm not. So let's just run my mouth. How about that? How about that? Let's just run my mouth. So let's talk about bad habits and relationships. Now, I will say this. Guys. When you being a bachelor, and it's just you in your home, you know what I'm saying? Nobody's here, you tend to have habits. Not even say habits, it's just the way that you are, right? It's just the way that you are. And, you know, you think it's nothing wrong with it because it's just you in the house. You're not, what you're doing is not affecting nobody else, right? Now, you know that you're raised a certain kind of way. But then when you get older, you tend to, well, I ain't gonna say that because some people, they still hold true to how they were raised. You know what I'm saying? That Saturday morning cleaning the wall, taking everything out of the room, washing the baseboards and the walls. That's how I was raised. You know what I'm saying? Unhinging the blinds, putting them in the tub with bleaching water and cleaning them. That's how I was raised. Then screwing them back in. That's how I was raised. You know what I'm saying? What I have found is that sometimes certain generations, I ain't gonna pick on y'all tonight, but y'all know who y'all are. They not as thorough. You know what I'm saying? So they'll leave dishes in there for like 2 or 3 days. Now I'm gonna tell you, I have done that quite often. And I'm gonna tell you why some people do that. I'm going somewhere. Just follow me. It's an impromptu live. Impromptu live, y'all. People work. That's what I'm finding out. And as the older you get, your stamina kind of tapers off. Unless you pump yourself up with vitamins and herbs and all that, which I'm trying to do now. Like today, I kind of I had tried some elderberry. Hey Vaughn, I said nothing but love your way, beautiful, because you deserve it. It's an impromptu live, but it's gonna be a good one. So I had pumped myself up with all type of elderberry and turmeric and chai and all type of stuff this morning. So I had some energy. So I noticed, ladies, before the men get in here, y'all know how we get a certain time of the month. And afterwards you just feel drained. I know I do because I have an abnormal one. Mine is really abnormal. Like I have to go get infusions every so often because it just be too much. So like you feel drained, like somebody done drug you up the street. That's how I felt these last couple of days. So I had to boost my energy with elderberry, turmeric, cinnamon. I had all type of stuff to this morning. So I had some energy and stuff. And so I was able to, work a full day. It's my first full day back. I literally had to call off work Friday. However, I digress. The reason why people are the way they are, you say you be tired? Yeah, yeah. Because your body be going into war, honey. It be fighting itself. But anyway, The reason why people have certain habits in their household is because a lot of things contribute to that. Some of them they just don't they have been raised well. Some of them they just trifling, and then some of them work. Working plays a part into what an individual is capable to do throughout the week and on the weekends. I'm just gonna tell you that. I'm keeping it real. When you work in, like I work from 8:30 to 5:30 most. I don't get home till like a little bit after 6:30. I'm drained because my job is demanding every minute of every day for 8 to 9 hours a day. Someone is calling my name, teacher, Miss Woods, Miss Bright, please, lady. And my attention is going in 10 different ways all day long, and I'm frazzled and I'm tired and I'm exhausted. When I get home, I just want to go to a McDonald's, or that's why I've been cooking on the weekends, so I can just warm me up, and I want to go to bed. The dishes can wait. I will rinse them, spray them, and wash them. You know what I'm saying? But if not, I'm rinsing them and spraying them, and then I'm gonna wait tomorrow. I mean, that's just what it is. So you develop these type of habits, guys. I'm going somewhere. Ride with me for a minute. Vaughn says, you ain't been going to work. I need to catch up on your life. I missed Friday. Friday I had to miss work. I was so sick. I was so sick. It just didn't make no sense. And then during the weekend, like yesterday live I did. Yesterday I did a live yesterday, right? Towards the end, I literally felt like something was coming apart. That's why I had to hurry up and end it abruptly. I didn't want to, because I didn't even shift into second gear on that live, but I had to end it because something was happening in my body. And I was like, okay, it's time to get off this live. You understand what I'm saying? So I had to get up off that live. But anyway, I feel much, much better today. I do. So I'm saying this. I laid all this foundational work just to tell y'all, as we go along in life, especially when we're single, we develop certain habits. We develop certain habits, right? We don't see it as a problem because we are bachelors and bachelorettes, right? It is not really affecting nobody. But what happens when you bring those habits in a relationship or to a relationship? What happens then? I'm going to tell you what happens. Armageddon. That's what happens. Get ready to war. Get ready to war. And I'm talking about these habits. Is just, hey, we're gonna talk about some of them, and I'm gonna tell you about some of my pet peeves and habits that I didn't like in certain relationships that got on my nerves. It irked me so bad, and I just want to try to help you out. Please don't bring your routine and your habits from singledom to your new life of being in a relationship with somebody. Leave all of those habits off in the past. Don't bring them to your relationships because it's not gonna do anything but cause havoc. Do you understand what I'm saying, people? Do you understand? Are y'all hearing me? Are y'all hearing me tonight on this impromptu live? On this, I'm giving y'all some little bit of gold dust tonight. That's what I'm giving y'all, gold dust. You understand what I'm saying? Don't bring your bad habits to your relationship. Nobody wants to have to retrain you, ma'am or sir. Do you understand what I'm saying? Number one bad habit that you should not be, if you have this habit, I want you to stop doing it right now. Stop being late. That is a horrible habit, a bad habit in a relationship. Stop being late on stuff. Stop being late on deadlines. Stop being late picking her up or picking him up. Stop being late on stuff. When you being late like that on stuff, it tells you that it tells the other person that you're not prepared. You're not taking it serious. Babe, I need you to pick me up so-and-so because we got tickets to go somewhere. So please be on time. And you show up late. No, that's not what you do. That shows that you really don't care. That you care about more what you had going on. You know what I'm saying? Then what y'all had to do collectively as a couple. Stop being late. I can't stand that. That's a bad habit. When I'm late, I feel so bad. It's almost like a form of disrespect. You understand what I'm saying? Stop being late. And another thing that I can't stand, Lord have mercy, help me. Lord have mercy, help me. Stop that late. That late is still ringing in my ear. Stop being late. It's like everybody know you the late one. Y'all showing up to weddings and stuff late. Y'all showing up to christenings late. Y'all showing up to people funerals late. Like, no, you showing up to church late. Stop bringing these bad habits into relationships late. It's embarrassing. And as you as a woman, it's embarrassing when your man got to make excuses of why y'all late because of you. Like, that's so flaky and corny, and it don't look chic. It don't look good. It looks sloppy. Stop being late to stuff and late to things. Do you understand what I'm saying? Take stuff and take life seriously. Be on time. Someone told me when you on time, you still late. You're supposed to be there a couple of minutes early if you're taking it really serious. Now, I know I'm not the one to talk. I'm working on that. But I will say it does look cheesy and corny and it looks unprofessional. Stop being late. Another bad habit that you should not be bringing into a relationship, sir and ma'am, while we sitting here on this impromptu live. Another bad habit that you should not be bringing to the relationship is always expecting someone, and don't y'all come for me. Do not come for me. Don't come for me. You said I feel dirty when I'm late. Please stop. Please stop. Now, this is for the women. Okay? Don't y'all get mad at me, women. This is for the women. All right? Stop coming to dates. I don't care if he did ask you. Stop coming to dates. Stop going to things without no money. Did I say that? I said that. That is a bad habit as a woman. Please stop going on dates and going here and there without no money. You said I like to sink or something. You said I like to what? What you say? I like to stink or something. I stink. It's like I stink or something. I got you. Yeah. Am I telling the truth, Vaughn? Why do somebody always gotta pay for you? That's some bachelorette stuff. You understand what I'm saying? When you out with your girls and stuff and you ain't got it, your friends got to always ride for you because they're like, girl, she in school. We gonna always take her. She don't make that much money. Girl, I got you. Come on. I got you, girl. And here you come bringing that same old thing. Listen, if you know he gonna take you on a date on Valentine's Day or Sweetest Day, you got 30 days to save up $1. At least have $30 on you. I try not to go. No, like I'm getting ready to go to Nigeria, and this is my husband. I know he gonna take everything, but I'm still coming with my own bag, my own money. Aside from what he's gonna, because he took. I didn't have to pay for nothing when I got there, and it's gonna be the same way. But the thing is, honey, you never know. He might need you. He might need you to come in on a clinch. You know what I'm saying? He may be $5 short and you ain't got it. Like, that is not no, I don't want to hear no, oh shit is there. I don't want to hear that. Stop showing up places broke. Stop being a burden of bad news all the time. You coming in bad news Betty. You ain't never got no money, broke Betty. Don't nobody want to be around you like that. And even if he do take care of the bills and all of that stuff, at least he know you got it. At least he know you can handle yourself in case something happen. You understand what I'm saying? Stop being needy like that. That's not attractive at all. It's not. That's a bad habit, and we bring it from Hey, you struggling to survive. I know what it is to be single and struggling and surviving. You understand what I'm saying? But it's something. It's hard. You put extra pressure on him like that. When he know you ain't got it, he gotta come through. You know what I'm saying? But at least have $30 on you, $20 in case you got a case of cat. What if he run out of gas and he wants you to get back home and neither one of y'all got it? At least he can stay in the car and walk to go get some gas and he can put you in an Uber or something. But you ain't got it. Stop showing up places broke. That's a bad habit. That is a bad habit. Now. This is one habit that I know I have, and I'm working on it. I'm trying to pace myself, but when especially when I'm on panels, I'm really trying. I don't even I mess up because I try to pace myself and jump in when I can, but then I find myself not even talking at all because I'm scared I'm gonna over talk. Next bad habit: do not stop over talking him and her. Sorry, ma'am. That's a bad habit that you bring into the relationship. You can't when y'all, especially when y'all argue, you can't even hear what the dude is trying to say because you running your mouth. Or you can't even hear what sis trying to say because you hooting and hollering. That's a bad habit to bring to a relationship. Learn how to communicate effectively. Did you hear what the queen has said tonight on this impromptu live? Learn how to communicate with your partner effectively. Now, you know what I'm doing? One strategy that I'm doing, especially when I'm talking to my husband, because there's a cultural delay, there's a language barrier, and then not only that, he has an accent, so I really have to stop and listen to hear what he's had to say. What I've been doing is learning the cadence of my partner. Did I say that? Is that deep? I know it is. I know it is. You welcome. You welcome tonight. Learn the cadence of your partner. Learn the cadence of how your partner speaks. I go on and get you a notepad. You write that down. Go on and write it down. Go and learn when you're talking to your partner. Step outside of the conversation and listen to him and listen to you. And see if he's really hearing you and see if what you're saying is really soaking into him. Because sometimes he's just letting you talk so that he can jump in. Or sometimes you just letting them talk so you can jump in. You really ain't listening to them, but you're just waiting on a space to really jump in. Now, the bad habit comes in is when you don't wait for that space to jump in. You just start running your mouth. So that's my bad habit that I'm working in. I'm trying hard, but I be having so much running through my mind that I want to get out. My mind runs 55 miles an hour. And so when I'm talking, it's like I got to get all this information out, and I tend to overspeak. That can be offensive to people. And I've talked to people. This is so weird. I've talked to people who have talked to other people that overtalk them. And so when they're telling me, like, I can't even really talk to them, it's so frustrating talking to them because they always overtalk me. I feel bad because I'm like, man, I do that sometimes. And I'm saying to myself, do they feel that I overtalk them? Because I'm acknowledging that I am overtalking them, right? And so what I'm doing is I'm paying attention to the cadence because the individual will give you space to talk. You just got to wait. You understand what I'm saying? You got to wait for them to be quiet because now they're saying it's your turn. You get it? Most people do that. But for us that are talkers, we just run our mouths and we overtalk. That's a bad habit. Stop overtalking people. People are going to not want to talk to you because you overtalk them and you won't let them complete their thought. When you do that, what you're saying is not important. I just want to say what I got to say. Hurry up and shut up because I want to say what I got to say. And I know people who got it really bad. And it's like you got to say what you got to say to them because they getting ready to go 55 miles an hour and they getting ready to talk and you ain't going to ever get your thought across. You're not going to do it. And then they're going to be like, okay, I'll talk to you later. And you be like, wait a minute. I ain't even get my thought across. I know someone like that. And it is extremely frustrating to talk to them. You know what really triggers me to start over talking when I hear a bunch of fantasies and a bunch of crap. When I know somebody is trying to con me and I know they saying something that ain't true, I'm like, I ain't trying to hear what you got to say. Let me go ahead and say what I got to say. Because what you saying is some bunch of crap. You understand what I'm saying? I just cut them off, I'm trying not to do that. That's a bad habit that you don't want to bring into a relationship because you will never have an effective conversation when you over talking somebody. Okay, because they're going to feel disrespected. You got that on this impromptu live. All right, let's get some more gold dust. So the next thing that you should not be bringing to the relationship, hear me well, men and women. You said this is crazy. I do that. Oh no, Vaughn, you gotta stop. You gotta stop. Do you know? I didn't know this. I didn't know it until I heard somebody talk about somebody else who overtalks. He was like that. He said it frustrates me so bad. I almost don't even want to call them. I almost don't even want to talk to them because you can never get in a word. You can't never get anything in, and it's frustrating when your voice is not being heard. You know what I'm saying? Everybody talking and you trying to, hey, I want to say something. That's frustrating. So just imagine you doing that to everybody you know. Like that's embarrassing and you don't even know that you being embarrassed. You know what I'm saying? You said, I was waiting for you to notice. Oh, you talking about waiting for you to notice for me? I know I overtalk. I'm trying so hard, Vaughn. I'm trying so hard. And I be even when I be doing my lives and stuff, or if I have somebody on panel, in my mind, this is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying to myself, Vaughn. I'm saying, okay, now let them talk, Queen. Let them say what they gotta say. This is your channel. You'll get a chance to talk. This is how I'm talking to myself because I be wanting to say something out so bad. You understand what I'm saying? Another bad habit that you should not be bringing to the table is poor table manners. Oh my God, I cannot take it. It's so embarrassing. Please do not show up in a relationship with a dude that wants to take you out, a person that likes to go out and date with poor table etiquette and manners. That is screaming poor rearage, poor childhood rearage. You understand what I'm saying? Do not come to the restaurant table with poor etiquette and poor table manners. It's screaming uncouth that he's never going to take you out on a date anymore. You got one time, that first date, that first restaurant sit down date, that first reservation date. You got one time to mess up and he ain't never taking you out again. Nowhere public. Do you understand what I'm saying? She ain't never going to be sitting with you. Let me tell you something. I went on a date, right? I don't know if I told y'all about this date. When I was in college. This guy, and I have a car and I was on a bus and he was a bus driver. I think I told y'all about this guy, right? And so, I'm like, oh, he a bus driver, cool, whatever. He's like, we'll go to dinner, we go to a movie and stuff, whatever. I'm like, okay. So we done went through the dinner part. That's cool. And so we had food from the dinner or whatever. And he wanted to bring it into the show. Now, mind you, at this point, I'm still trying to be super safe, but also super wrong at the same time. And in my mind, I'm like, okay, we're breaking the rules. This is how I am, y'all. Well, this is how I am. And anybody know me, know this I am. I'm like, oh my God, we're breaking the rules. We should not be doing this. This is so wrong. Why are we sneaking food in a movie? Why are you going to do this? I'm panicking because you ain't supposed to bring food in a thing. So this is me, y'all. I know everybody do this across America. I know that. But for me, it's like, oh my God, you're breaking the rules. We're not supposed to be bringing these subs in here. And it wasn't no doggone Subway. It was a burger joint, but he had got a sub or whatever. Okay, so we're in there, right? And I mean, at least be discreet. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gonna have your M&Ms and your liquid stuff in your purse and or whatever. You understand what I'm saying? And you're gonna pull them out and you're gonna eat them, right? No, he got a whole sub, okay? And then he breaks out and says, it ain't no clean or easy way to eat this. And then he just start unwrapping this stuff all loud, a big 12-foot, is it 12 feet? Is it 6 inches? Yeah, 6 inches sub. I'm talking about 12 foot. 6 inches sub. I'm looking at him like, bro, this is so ghetto. Oh my God, it was just so weird. And I'm like, why are you doing us like this? You understand what I'm saying? He's eating and smack. I'm like, we ain't supposed to be. I can't even remember what we watched. You understand what I'm saying? So he did that. I was done with that. I was done because you was uncouth to me. Like, it was weird to me. That was my vibe. And then another thing, I'm compounding this one. 2 bad habits that you shouldn't be doing. Not on the first dates, especially. Wait till you get comfortable enough with the person to be doing this. Stop making sexual innuendos comments to somebody on a first date. because to a man to a woman, because it makes us feel like, oh, you just want to be physical with us. And then to me, it made me feel uneasy to the fact that where I didn't even date him no more after that. I think we went on 2 dates, maybe. I didn't even date him no more after that because he made me feel so uncomfortable. Like, are you just a freak? You know what I'm saying? Are you just a weirdo? The first weird thing was he was like, you got hips, you carry my baby. I'm like, what? Not on the first date. That ain't what you tell nobody. Vaughn, what you say? What was he supposed to do? He wasn't even supposed to bring this up in there at the first time, Vaughn. Why you can't finish your food at the restaurant? Why you got to bring your whole dinner to the movie? I mean, I can see you some popcorn, and snack, but you opening up a 6-inch sub. Like, nah, we ain't doing, and you ain't even supposed to have it in there. So, yeah. So then he said, okay, the hip thing, and then he's talking about something. Oh yeah, your breasts, and it's talking about my breasts and breast milk, and I think it was breast milk or something like that. I just didn't do it, and then I had this outfit on. I was comfortable in it, but I wouldn't because my fupa was showing up just a little bit. He made a comment about my fupa. Talking about, girl, don't be trying to. I see it, girl. I see it. You ain't got to try. I'm like, I don't want you to see it. I don't want it. It was like, I don't want you to acknowledge that. You know what I'm saying? It just was these over sexually comments I wasn't comfortable with because I'm trying to get to know you, right? I'm trying to get to know you. Yeah, no, this is what I'm saying. Yeah, no. So I'm trying to get to know you, and you making all these sexual innuendos to me. It felt weird, okay? Okay, yeah, it felt weird, Vaughn. Okay, so that's the first thing. Like that. Okay, that's a bad habit. Don't bring that to the relationship, especially if it's new and fresh. The other thing he did that was so weird, and this is the other bad habit that you should not be doing in a relationship. You don't bring that. You don't bring your bad habits to the relationship. You know how you pop up at your friend's house, girl? What you doing? Nothing. Okay, just okay. I'm outside, girl. Yeah, come on. I'm gonna curl my hair over here. Okay, keep that in the singledom. Keep that in the singledom part of your life. You don't go. So he popped up at my job, y'all. He popped up at my job. And I'm looking out my classroom window. Yeah, it was gross. It was gross. He popped up at my job because I'm out here macking. I'm out here macking when I was single. This is me being single. I was macking. I was speaking, mad game. Yeah, every Tuesday gonna be so-and-so day. It is, yeah, it's gonna be so-and-so day. I'm running my mouth because I'm macking. Because first of all, I'm the queen of player. You know what I'm saying? I'm the queen. This is our impromptu live, y'all, tonight. I'm dropping gold dust on y'all today. So I was a player. You understand what I'm saying? Just player. You know what I'm saying? Running game. Got you spinning around in circles. And he actually believed it. So he showed up at my job. I so happened to look out my classroom. Now, mind you, I'm new in the game. And, I'm like, is this him out? And he was asleep in his truck. Well, he didn't have a truck. Sleep in his truck. Outside. It's sitting in my parking lot on my job. How did you know where I worked? That's the first thing I want to know. Because I don't even remember telling you what school I worked at. Okay? I'm like, girl, this is him. I'm telling my coworker. I'm like, girl, he outside. And I'm like, girl, he is outside. Do you hear me, girl? He is outside. So I'm creeping out the back door. I'm creeping out the back door because I'm like, listen, that's the bad habit. Do not show up uninvited at somebody's house. Because I'm going to tell y'all, you could be not wanted. They could be not prepared to receive you, or they could be on this new trend of I'm in a situationship. You ain't the only one. And then you get your little heart broke. Stop showing up at places or at his residence or at her residence uninvited. Don't show up at no family gatherings uninvited. If he say he going over and they going to play cards at his cousin's house, don't you trollop over there and show up uninvited, because it may be a turn off, a deterrent for him to say, oh no, you too much. I'm not finna deal with you. So that turned me off that he was just sitting up there, right? He was just sitting up there. So I evaded him, and I eventually, he stopped calling, right? But here's the update to this story. So further along as I, grew in my career, like further along, I'm talking about at least 10 years, right? I'm working at my previous job. Who walks in the building? The dude walks in the building. But was I married? I think I was married at this time, right? He walks in the building, honey. Some type of fear came over me. He didn't even recognize who I was, right? Because I literally was looking like I was 60 years old when I was married. I look like I'm 30 years younger. I look 30 years younger now than I did when I was married, for real. He didn't even know who I was. His grandkids was in one of our after school programs. I think it was his grandkids or his kid. I don't know. But I was like, oh my God, I'm so glad he did not recognize me. Oh my God, I'm so glad. But that was just a weird story. So yeah, don't be showing good table manners. Don't be showing up at nobody's place of work, employment, uninvited, talking about you bringing them a bread basket. Nobody wants that because y'all in a relationship, y'all not married. You know what I'm saying? He or she may not want you up there like that. Don't be doing that. That is bad habit. That's a bad habit to bring to a relationship. Okay? Another bad habit to bring to a relationship is moving too fast. Don't move too fast in a relationship. Don't overinvest in a new relationship. That is a bad habit. Don't start calling people hubbies and wifeys in a 6 month relationship. Now I'm gonna tell you something. My husband, he had that bad habit. He had that bad habit, and I was like, "What the heck is wrong with this dude? You starting to sound fishy." You understand what I'm saying? Because you already calling me wifey. We getting married and all this stuff. I'm like, wait a minute, slow down. You know what I'm saying? I got it on my live on my channel where he's inviting Scorpio Mama to our wedding. I'm like, hold on, I'm just announcing that I'm in a relationship. I'm like, wait a minute, wait a minute, sir. Wait a minute. Don't be moving too fast in a relationship, women. Don't be talking about this hubby. You know what I'm saying? No, don't. We're not doing that. Don't change your social media handles to his or bae's or he's mine. No, we're not doing that. Don't do that because you know what it screams? Desperate. It screams, I'm desperate. That's what it screams. I'm desperate. And I'm trying to put my hooks in you. That's a bad habit. Okay? We're not going to get overly excited because he done came around. You understand what I'm saying? What we going to do, sis, is make him work for it. You understand what I'm saying? And what we going to do is get to know him. And what we going to do is ask questions. You understand what I'm saying? And not just sitting out claiming. Don't be claiming. You claiming and 6 months down the road, y'all not even together no more. Now you got to go and change all your social media handles. Like, no, don't move so fast in the relationship. You understand what I'm saying? All right. Take all that. I hope you guys are writing all of this stuff down. These are bad habits you should not be bringing to a relationship. Another bad habit that most people bring into the relationship is controlling behaviors. That's a big one. Controlling behaviors. Do not bring that into a relationship. Controlling behaviors. That is the biggest way to scare people off. Do you understand what I'm saying, people? Do not bring that to a relationship. You trying to control somebody. I mean, you controlling everything. You get in the car, you turn in the station. You understand what I'm saying? Y'all sitting at the table. You know what I'm saying? You telling them what to do. Sit over here. Sit on this side. You come over to visit them. then this is the one thing I couldn't stand. It was a red flag, but I just, was kind of playing it off like this is personality. My ex-husband, when we were dating, he would come over and he would immediately take the remote and change it to TV. Whatever I was watching, he'd just walk in and take the remote and change the channel. I'm like, why are you doing it? And I'm like, no, turn that back. I was watching something. And he would laugh and I was like, whatever. And the first couple of times, I'm like, oh, that's cute. Then I was like hiding the remote and stuff. Because I'm like, I don't want you walking in my house changing the channel. Like, to me, that was poor etiquette. That was you being rude. That was you being dismissive. That was you just walking in saying that you own this place, that you could do what you want to do. You ain't my husband. You just my boyfriend. But then it turned into a real thing. I'm like, why are you changing my channel every time you walk in this house? It was a sign of control. I have to run this, and I should have turned the other way. You know what I'm saying? I should have saw that red flag, but I didn't. But he would come over every time and take the remote and change the channel. That is intrusive and it is rude. And another thing that you don't do. Well, I guess that's under the umbrella of controlling. You don't walk in nobody's house, opening up their refrigerator, looking in their refrigerator. You know what I'm saying? I mean, just poor mannerisms. I guess we could say poor mannerisms. Don't have poor mannerisms in a relationship. Don't indulge yourself, when you're with these individuals. Don't be intrusive. Stay in your own lane, stay in your own space, until y'all get, further down the line, you know what I'm saying, where you all are comfortable with each other and y'all just have an understanding, you know what I'm saying? But all of this intrusiveness, like, it's horrible. It gives bad manners, poor social cues is what it gives. You know what I'm saying? Are y'all getting this gold dust tonight? Are y'all getting this gold dust tonight? Are y'all getting this gold dust tonight? This is for y'all because I can't sleep. And I hope I don't have another night of insomnia. That's not what I'm trying to do, guys. So hopefully I'll be falling asleep after this. Do you understand what I'm saying? All right. Okay. Another bad habit that we should not be bringing to relationships is oh God, I can't even think of the word. What is it? Am I saying this? No, I'm not saying it right. Procrastinating. Am I saying it right? Y'all? Don't procrastinate. That's a bad habit. That is a bad habit. You don't take care of business. You don't tie up loose ends in relationships. That's a bad habit. A bad habit. You slow, you dragging your feet. That's a bad habit. That's you know what? That's the quickest way to lose somebody. It's procrastination. That's the quickest way to lose somebody, a good person, by procrastinating. You don't acknowledge the valuable thing that you have. You don't acknowledge what you have. You don't appreciate what you have. You slow to drag your feet. You slow to acknowledge them. You slow to appreciate them. You're slow to celebrate them. You just taking the relationship for granted and you're procrastinating. That is a bad habit, and you can lose out on somebody really great by dragging your feet. Do you understand what I'm saying? Somebody that could benefit your life, that's going to love you and be in your corner, but you dragging your feet because you procrastinating. Yeah, that's the quickest way to lose somebody. That's a horrible, horrible bad habit that you should not be bringing to the relationship. Do you hear me loud and do you hear me clear, people? Do not procrastinate. If you know you guys, I ain't saying like just run them, take them straight down to the altar day one. I'm saying this because my husband, he tried. If he would have had it his way, we would have been married the first week. Do you understand what I'm saying? Don't do that, guys. Don't do that. Another bad habit that you should not be bringing to the relationship that maybe you practice throughout your life because of trauma, because of whatever reason, because of old relationships is being shut off, being cold, being inaccessible emotionally or mentally or verbally. You know what I'm saying? People go into relationships saying to themselves, I'm not gonna be vulnerable. I'm gonna make them work hard for it. I'm not gonna be open. You understand what I'm saying? Because I don't know if they're gonna be real. You cannot go into a relationship not trusting the individual or not trusting the process. That is a bad habit. And we as black women, and I'm saying that tonight, we as black women, we have a bad habit of not trusting people because of past hurt and past pain. I know I've been there. I've done it. I've worn a t-shirt. Do you understand what I'm saying? That is a bad habit because sometimes you got good people that come in your life and they will leave you because they cannot get through that. They can't penetrate the wall. They cannot penetrate that wall of distrust. You understand what I'm saying? Don't bring that bad. Don't bring that suspicious spirit. That's what we're gonna call it tonight. Suspicious spirit into a relationship. That's a bad habit, and it will get you alone sitting on your porch barbecuing on the 4th. Do you understand what I'm saying? Talking about you barbecuing and it's just you there. That's a bad habit. We as black women, and I understand it, or as women in general, we make it a habit to be mistrusting towards the opposite sex because they've hurt us so bad. So they walk into the gate guilty until proven innocent. They walk into your life having to fight for you to open up to really be honest and trust them. And that's just not fair. It is just not fair. But we find ourselves doing that. That's something that we have created. They say a habit is something that you've done at least 3 weeks in a row. You understand? It's something that you repeated 3 times. We created that way of being because we've done it over and over and again. I don't trust you. I don't trust you. I don't trust you. I don't care how much you prove to me. I don't trust you because so-and-so did me this way. I don't trust you. Now you done created this bad habit in your life that keep on pushing men away or keep on pushing women away. You got to cut that off. That's a bad habit. Stop being cold and shut off to people. You can't even give your kids a hug because you bitter and cold. Like something wrong with you. You understand what I'm saying? Stop doing that. That's a bad habit. That's the quickest way to be alone on Valentine's Day. Talking about you celebrate Valentine's Day and you love yourself and you done bought your own self Hershey Kisses and hearts and you know what I'm saying. You sitting at the Jill Scott concert by yourself. No, we ain't doing that. Hey, comedian Michael Allen, you said go get me. Go get me Don't Chicken Queen and get off this live. Oh, are you trying to say go get you some chicken and get off this live? Bro, it is 10 something. It's 10 something at night. And I just seen you with a whole tray of chicken. Shout out to CMA, y'all. Y'all give him some love, like, share, and subscribe his channel. And y'all send him some love, okay? You said that's real specific. What you know what mine? I'm not saying I was at the Jill Scott concert eating no, that wasn't me. No, I ain't gonna say that was me. But there was a time that I was, my church, God bless my pastor, because she wanted one time I was single. I ain't always. It's very weird that you would find me single. But anyway, except for these last couple of years when I decided to really live for God, I waited and when I was single. One Valentine's Day, she was like, "We gonna include the singles, y'all, because the singles name." She made us pull names. We had to pull names for the singles, the other singles, and we had to buy them a gift. So one of my sister, who we grew up together. She was my Valentine's, and she bought me these Hershey Kisses. I'm like, but this ain't hitting the spot. We sitting there, and everybody else is all coupled up, and all the singles, we all lumped up. I'm like, this ain't it. This is not it. Do you understand what I'm saying? You said, so you always had a man, huh? I've always, for the majority of my life, I've always been in some type of relationship until I decided to truly serve God and come out of that behavior. I've been authentic about it. Vaughn, you really need to go on my channel. I got 3 channels actually. My other channel, Clayleen Woods. You will see my documentary that I did on. It's called Big Love, Part 1 and Part 2. Part 2 is sharing my life extensively, and you will see why I'm on Queen to Queen. Okay, Part 2 It's just me, talking to you all, about my life really extensively. Okay, it's called Big Love. If you can search Big Love by Clancy Woods Part 2, it should come up. Now Big Love 1 and 2 is on here. Okay, so I did a documentary doing it when we had COVID and stuff. I did a documentary, so go check that out. But yeah, that having that them trust issues because somebody done did you wrong. You can't bring that into a new fresh relationship because you should think of it as a new possibility. You know what I'm saying? You should not put this individual in the same bracket or the same category as everybody else who did you wrong because you just setting yourself up for failure. You know what I'm saying? If you continue on in that pattern and that habit of treating these people like that, eventually they're gonna walk away just like everybody else did, right? So you have to change your behavior. Okay, you said CMA tell her to give me my wrench back. YouTube took it away. YouTube took your wrench away? Oh my God. See, I'm so over this. And then I had gave comedian Michael Allen a wrench. Hold on. I think you just press on it. Okay, let me see. I got it right here. Hold on, Vine. Just hold on. Wait a minute. Okay, I got you, Vine. There you go. I put it back. I put it back. There you go. I didn't even realize it. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Vine. You should type something so I can see if it worked. Okay. So yeah, that's that. What? Throw that habit in the trash. Throw that habit in the trash. Okay. Another bad habit that you should not be bringing to relationship, especially a new relationship, is don't be a dead doorknob. Let me explain that. Don't be a dead doorknob. Don't nobody want nobody that's always coming in. You always picking up the phone, talking about some type of problem that you got. You don't never want to go to the festival, the carnival. Never want to go out. All you want to do is cry and share your childhood stories to this individual. Now this person done saw you and said you cute and wanna okay, there you go, and wanna just get to know you and have a relationship with you, and all you can do is tell them about your past breakups. Don't nobody want to hear that. Stop talking about your past in your new relationships. It's okay to share a little something, but you know what I've learned? To omit some stuff. Because if you go to talking about all the trauma and stuff that you had in your life, these people gonna think you crazy and they gonna think you got a lot of baggage. They ain't gonna want to deal with you. And you always, you sad Sally, always coming in sucking the life out of everything. Don't nobody want to hear that. Every time you turn around, he holding you and rocking you and praying for you and drying your tears. He don't want to do that all the time. I'm telling you. Don't think that this person that done came into your life is your savior and he's supposed to take all of your sins away and wipe all your tears away. He ain't Jesus. He just a man that done saw that you cute. Do you understand what I'm saying? You said if he start crying on the first date, is that a red flag? Yes, Vaughn, yes. How you doing, Ray Vaughn? I say nothing but love your way because you deserve it. Yes, Vaughn. I'm telling you right now, if we on a first date and I'm sitting across the table at Red Lobster cracking open some lobster tails and this bro crying talking about something he ain't never had a brother, I'm gonna be like, get out of here. That's not me coming down. And I don't want to hear Queen. Maybe some men are sensitive. I understand that, but the first date, that's not a place for that. Okay, maybe a week before y'all get married or something. I don't know. You understand what I'm saying? But nah, we ain't doing that, Vaughn. We ain't doing that, Vaughn. All he trying to do is take you to the carnival and y'all sitting up on the pirate ship and you crying talking about you ain't nobody never told you that they loved you and nobody ever bought you elephant ears and you breaking down. No, we not doing that. Nobody ever bought me a snow cone and you break it down crying. Every time he with you, just like this lady that was on the TikTok, right? She done got scammed by her husband, but she showed an old video where when she first introduced her husband to her people and to her TikToker, right? And she introduced him like, guys, this is my husband. And he's waving, he's saying something. And then she just kissing him and then breaking down crying. I'm like, that was a red flag. He the one should have ran, not her. He should have ran. She breaking down crying like, oh my God, I ain't never had this in my life. Oh my God. Like, you are an emotional wreck. Get yourself together. Go to therapy. Get healing. You know what? I admonish a person after a bad breakup, right? After a bad breakup, women and men, after a bad breakup, I say go to therapy. If you see that you're being too emotional and you can't stop crying, and it's been 6 weeks and you still can't stop crying, go to therapy, right? And then take 6 months to a year to work on yourself, living life without somebody, become whole, go on a vacation by yourself, start a project, take your course in school. Start being empowering yourself. So when you do get in a relationship, you will not be bringing in that recoil and the residuals of that broken relationship. Do that make sense to y'all people? Do that make sense? Jumping into no new relationship and you just got out of this major breakup. Cause now you crying over a bed of lettuce. Like, don't nobody want to, he don't want that. She don't want that. That's weak to her. You over here crying, talking about something you ain't never had a mother and you just love the way that she nurture you. No. I don't want to hear that. And I don't want to see that. And that's not me being insensitive. That's not me being, because men can cry too. I'm not hard on men, but you on a date, y'all. It's about social cues. That's not the place to be having an emotional breakdown. If you're in a fresh relationship, stop having emotional breakdowns every time y'all spend time together. He should not be feeling drained from leaving you, from driving off in your house. He drained. He want to go to the circus now because you done made him drain. Do you hear what I say? You said, what made you come up with this, Queen? I was just thinking about relationships and things that I liked and things that I didn't like that happened in relationships that I could do better, and that I was hoping that other people would do better, but they never did, and it just got on my nerves every single day. And I'm like, let's talk about it. You know what I'm saying? Another minimal habit. I don't like this, and a lot of men do this, and this is low level right here. This ain't nothing major. But I can't stand this. If you over your dude's house or you over your female's house or whatever, and I'm speaking to the males now. We just got done talking to women. Now I'm finna talk to the males. Okay? Are y'all enjoying this impromptu live, this gold dust that I'm dropping tonight, people? If you, I see SBK. I think he uploaded a short. I don't know if he live or short, but I just got a notification. If you are over your spouse's house or your girlfriend's house, and I'm talking to the guys, and you go in the bathroom or whatever, wash your hands. What is it about men that don't wash their hands? I don't understand that. Do you understand? You wash your hands and you don't wash your hands. You go use the bathroom, you don't wash your hands, and then you climb your big tail into the bed. And you ain't washed your hands. And you want to touch here, there, and everywhere. Have some freaking manners and decor and etiquette about yourself. Wash your hands before you eat that food that she done cooked for you. You understand what I'm saying? Wash your hands. You want to touch on her. You want to feel on her. You want to put your finger here and there and everywhere. Wash your hands. You said, Queen, that is nasty. I don't know. You said, I don't care. I don't care. Wash your hands and wash your butt. Yes. Men, don't go over to your women's house funky. Nah, I am not condoning premarital sex. However, I've had premarital sex. Come on, y'all. Let's be real. I've shared my life. Do not come over to your girlfriend house if you not saved. Y'all just, y'all ain't in church. Don't go over to your girlfriend house or your boyfriend house and you ain't washed your behind or your hands or brushed your teeth. Who getting down doing what? And you ain't, who's doing that? But men will show up funky from the gym and expect you all to be getting down. No, you gonna get in the shower. Nobody's giving you due and you ain't did your just do. Do you understand what I'm saying? Tell my girl, come on. No, ain't no come on nothing. No, we're not doing that. Proper etiquette. Get yourself together before you want somebody to be touching on your body. Do you understand what I'm saying? That is important. You said, I'm getting triggered. Do you hear me? Those are bad habits. Wash your hands. Don't be getting no attitude because somebody done told you to go back and wash your hands. Yeah, quit playing. Wash your hands. Do you understand what I'm saying? Another bad habit that you should not be bringing into a relationship when you asking somebody to be with you and y'all going over each other's house, stop being lazy. Lend a helping hand. You say you hate smelly people, period. Lend a helping hand, men and women. Lend a helping hand, especially women, because when you do that, that man is looking at you like, oh, that's wife material right there. She willing to be in the trenches. She willing to pull her weight. Don't sit up there. Now, I know chivalry and all that stuff. My ex-husband, he used to open up the doors and all that stuff. But I showed him, hey, I can do this too. And then he got to the point to where he didn't, when our car broke down and I had to go get groceries and I was on the bus and I had to carry groceries. I'm at the end of my block and my block is I'm talking about my block is like 4 long blocks away from the bus stop. I'm calling him like, come on, come up here, come get these groceries, come meet me, I'm walking. I didn't say I'm waiting at the bus stop for you to come get these groceries. I said, come on, I'm walking towards you. He wait till I get to almost to the apartment before he come out because he was lazy. So when I saw that, this big, almost 7-foot man, it was a turn off to me. You understand what I'm saying? Here I am telling you, I'm walking towards you. I ain't asked you to walk all the way down here to get it. I'm pulling my weight. But you waited until I get all the way closer, then you come out. And he did that every single time. And it started making me resent because you did not pull your weight. And this is a biggie right here. Not just on no menial groceries. Pull your weight financially, especially if y'all married. Pull your weight. Don't be expecting the one party to do everything in a relationship. That is a bad habit. And we get that from society telling us, oh, the man's supposed to be doing this, the man's supposed to be doing that, the man, yeah, okay, whatever. But as women, we need to be pulling our weight too. We need to be working together. We are their help meet. Do you understand what I'm saying? Do you understand what I'm saying? That's a bad habit. Everybody collectively in the relationship should be pulling their weight. Because what happens is people, they begin to grow resentment for each other. And then when y'all get in that argument, oh, you don't do this, oh, you don't do that. Well, you've been noticing it for a long time. Don't let stuff like that ride. Pull your weight in the relationship. Don't be lazy with it. Oh, and it's another one. Here's another biggie. Don't be lazy. Oh God, y'all better help me tonight. What time is it? Is it after 11? Because then I can talk like this if it's after 11. Let me see. Somebody tell me what time. I ain't gonna say this one until y'all tell me what time it is. What time is it? Somebody tell me what time it is. Where my other phone at? What time is it? I ain't saying this. I ain't gonna say this until somebody tell me what time it is in the chat. I'm not going to say this one. Somebody put it in. What time is it? Is it after 10? 9? Is it after 10? It's okay, here we go. The next one. And this is for the man and the woman. This is for the man and the woman. And I stand on this. I stand on this. Do not be lazy in the bedroom. I said it. Don't you bring your lazy, flat-footed, not pigeon toe, knock knee self in no bedroom talking about something you ready and you lazy. That's a bad habit. Oh, we're gonna lay on this one right here. Don't be lazy in the bedroom. Do you understand what I'm saying? You said I'm finna go to bed listening to you. I ain't gonna be out here long for real. It's an impromptu live. Don't be lazy in the bedroom. You ought to be ashamed of yourself. You a grown woman and don't know what to do and you playing it off. Get yourself somewhere and find out what to do, what you need to do to take care of business. If you ain't got no strong legs, build them up. You hear what I say? Go find you some exercises. It ain't got nothing to do. Listen, stamina don't got nothing to do with size. Do you understand what I'm saying? Build them muscles up behind them knees. Build them knee muscles up. Build them toe muscles up. Do you hear what I'm saying? Oh, a lot of people left out. They left after I said that. There must have been some church folks. Do you hear what I say? Listen. You said, what if I want to be a wholesome church woman? Even you out your, I don't listen. Church women, it ain't no such a thing as wholesome church women. I don't know what you talking about. Yes, your toe muscles. Build your toe muscles up. Do not be lazy in the bedroom, people. That builds resentment. That opens the door for cheating. Do you understand? That's a bad habit. Don't bring that 1995 mess up into 2025. Okay? Oh, somebody called me. I don't know. That's my brother calling me. He don't know I'm live. He don't know I'm live, and I can't answer. It's too late. He don't know that I'm live, so I can't answer it. Do not bring your lazy tail up in the bedroom. That's a red flag. And ain't no man really gonna spend too long with you, and you don't pull your weight literally in the bedroom. Do you understand what I'm saying? You said tell him. We said, yo, okay, I will. You understand what I'm saying? Don't do that. Women. You know what I did? You know how I am? Y'all know how I do case studies in my mind and stuff? Y'all know how analytical I am? I'm that same way in that setting. I'm that same way. I do research. You understand what I'm saying? I do research. You know what I'm saying? I watch, now I don't watch no raunchy stuff. You understand what I'm saying? But there is channels out here that's clean and they give you proper technique, people. You gotta get technical. You gotta know where you gotta know how to rest your weight on the ball of your toe, your feet. You got to know these things, Vaughn. Do you understand what I'm saying? We gotta know these things. Don't be lazy in the bedroom. That's a bad habit, women. Don't think you just on your back. You understand? That's not fair to him. He done had a long day of work, working at the factory, lifting up steel and lifting up heavy plastic. Now he got to come lift your heavy behind up. No, don't do that to him. Don't you do that to him. Don't you do that. You pull your weight, literally. Do you understand what I'm saying, people? Don't you be lazy in that room. That room is undefiled. That room is a place where you become refreshed. Refurbished if need be. You understand what I'm saying? Don't be lazy in the bedroom. That's a bad habit. You understand what I'm saying? If you don't know how to do certain things, find out how to do it. Start talking to people. You understand what I'm saying? Start talking to people. I used to talk to the older women in my church to find out what they did, and they would tell me. You understand what I'm saying? Find techniques and tricks and tools and props you can use to help you. You understand what I'm saying? And for men, don't you be lazy in the bedroom either. Go on, girl, go on, get on top. No. You understand what I'm saying? Pull your weight. If you need to lose some weight to pull your weight, lose the weight to pull your weight. Am I telling the truth? Are y'all enjoying this live? Are y'all enjoying this gold dust that I'm dropping on y'all tonight? If you need to lose weight to pull your weight in that area, go ahead and start walking now. Get on. You know what my husband told me? He said, Bet, I can't wait till you get here. He said, I'm going to start a month out. I said, a month out? What are you talking about? He said, babe, I can't wait till you get here because I'm going to start a month out because I must need to be drinking milk and I must need to be drinking strong herbs to pull up my stamina and my bone strength. He said, because everything is going to be going boom. I said, okay. He said, I must be preparing a month out. That's what I'm talking about. Preparation is key, people. Yeah, they something else, Vaughn. Them older ladies is something else. Preparation is key. My husband right now is on a high fat, high volume, high dairy, high herb diet as we speak, people. You understand what I'm saying? I'm on a liquid fast, yogurt and soups and teas. Because I'm trying to get my molecular strength up. Do you understand what I'm saying? Down to the molecules. Everything, the muscles, the molecules, the atoms, everything got to be strong and long. You understand what I'm saying? People, I'm helping y'all out tonight. People, I'm helping y'all. I'm dropping the gold dust on y'all tonight, people. Okay? I'm dropping the gold dust on y'all tonight. Don't bring these bad habits to the relationship, that laziness. You gotta be exciting. You gotta be different. You gotta be the type of woman that he can't live without. The type of woman where he's sitting dozing off at work thinking about you and what happened. You understand what I'm saying, people? That's one habit that y'all don't nobody need to have. You need to break that habit. Don't bring that bad habit to the relationship. Another bad habit that you don't need to be bringing to the relationship is this. Stop talking about what your ex used to do to the new person. Stop talking about what your ex used to do to the new person. You think somebody want to sit up and hear you talk about your past relationship for hours while you sit up there crying? Don't nobody want to hear that, Pookie. Don't nobody want to hear that, boo-boo. Don't nobody wants to hear that. Don't nobody want to hear that. You hear me? Nobody wants to hear, well, my ex used to do this and he used to say this to me. Every time something happened, my ex used to do that to me. And I'm so glad I met you because, you don't treat me the way he used to. He used to do this to me. And I'd be like, why he do that and stuff? But see, you don't treat me like that. You try to drive back home to him, but you really want to talk about your ex. Every time he come over your house and you talk about your ex, he gonna be your ex because he gonna leave you. He is going to leave you. Do you understand what I'm saying, people? Stop running your mouth about the past with the future. Nobody wants to hear that. Every time you call him, no, stop. No. That's a bad habit. Don't bring it to the relationship. Please, people. Share this out because I'm quite sure this is going to help somebody, okay? Another thing that you should not be bringing to the relationship, another bad habit, and this is for men and women, stop being dull and boring. Don't be dull and boring. Don't have the same routine every time. Don't have the same answer every time he call you. What you doing? Nothing. I'm at work. Every single time. What you doing? I went to work. I'm at home. What you doing? None. I'm just sitting at home watching TV. Don't know. You got the same. They might as well call you parrot. You got the same answer every time this person call you. Be interested. What you doing? I'm out walking. Next time he called, what you doing? On my way to this art gallery to look at some art. What you doing? Oh, I decided to go get me something to eat. I'm out here trying out some new Japanese food. I ain't never had sushi. Have you had sushi? No. Well, you know where I heard it. Be interesting. Be interesting. Be interesting. Stop being dull and boring and predictable. That's another bad habit. Stop being predictable. He can set his clock to you. She can set her clock to you. Stop being predictable. Nobody wanted you to keep talking about the same stuff over and over again. Be spontaneous. I don't like being boring to my husband. I want him to be intrigued and want to reach out to me and want to talk to me. I want him to enjoy our conversations. You know what I'm saying? So I purposely be, excited. I purposely, I send him something just off the cuff. You know what I'm saying? Send him something interesting to look at, or you know what I'm saying, or I'll be spontaneous and say something really in depth to him. Be engaging. Don't just be predictable. You literally say the same thing every time. Nobody wants that in their life, people. Nobody wants that in their life. I hope y'all enjoying this life because I am. I really am enjoying this life. Don't be predictable. That's a bad habit. Predictability. That is a bad habit to be. You're not being consistent. You're not being safe. What you're doing is being boring. Stop being so, just, they know what you're thinking. They know what you're going to wear on Tuesday. They know what you're going to eat on cook on Tuesday because you always cook tacos. Tuesday. Don't nobody want that every day, every time. Do you understand what I'm saying? Nobody wants that every time. Stop being predictable. Okay, people? And my last thing I'm going to say tonight is don't be a know-it-all. That's a bad habit in a relationship. Don't be a know-it-all. You got the answer before he can say it. Sometimes a man want to have the answer sometimes. And even if you know the answer, sometimes shut your mouth. And when he said, be like, you know what, babe, I didn't even know that. And you knew it. But, oh my God, babe, I didn't even know that. Stop being a know-it-all. This is for men and women. You know all the answers every time. You know all the answers every time. He can't win for nothing. He come over there to change your flat tire. You know what? The tire is underneath in the back of the trunk, and the jack is. I'm like, bro, he know that. You just take the win out of everything. You gotta have all the answers all the time. Nobody likes to know it all. And it make him not want to be bothered with you all the time. And you sitting up there wondering, like, what's wrong? Why he ain't calling me? Because you just know too much. You just know too much. Don't be no know-it-all all the time. Don't nobody want to be around you. You got all the answers. They can't even have a conversation with you because you done answered all of the questions. You can't be at game night because you always winning and you always know all the. Nobody wants to play with you. Listen, hey dude, you come on, but don't bring your girl. And these be your friends that's telling him, don't bring your girl because she too much. You always got to be right. You always got to be right. No. You always got to have the last say. Sometimes let your woman, sometimes let them win. And then you can just chuckle to yourself like they think they doing something. But don't be just always being, I know everything. I got to be right all the time. Nobody wants to take you nowhere. They don't want to be bothered with you. Because if you make everybody else seem small when you act like that, you take pride in getting all the answers at the Family Feud game night. Making him look crazy. Like, no. Oh, and I said that was my last thing, but nope, I got one more, for real. This is a bad habit, and this is for women. Women, please, whatever you do, rest in your femininity. Quit trying to be a man in a relationship. Let that man be a man and rest in your femininity. You understand what I'm saying? You may know how to put a clock together, but let him do it. You understand what I'm saying? You can go take the trash out, but let him take the trash out. If he's showing interest and he want to be that alpha male, let him be it. You don't start barking loud and beating your chest like the king of the jungle. Rest in your femininity, honey. You understand what I'm saying? He will appreciate that. You can still walk through life together side by side if you choose, but still be feminine. You understand what I'm saying? Rest in your femininity. Let that man be a man. You might can open up the jar of peanut butter, but act like you can't so he can do it. Do you understand what I'm saying? Rest in your femininity, women. Can you lift that? I can't lift it, baby. Can you please get it? All right, I got it. He come over your house, you got everything fixed. You done fixed the roof, the windows, the air conditioner. You done fixed the cat. You done fixed the garbage can. You done fixed the blender. You done fixed everything. The food, the refrigerator. It makes him feel, you demasculate him when you do that. People, rest in your femininity. That's a bad habit. All right, so I hope y'all enjoyed this live. I really did. Share this with your aunties and your nieces and your nephews that may be dating, you know what I'm saying? And they kind of seem lost in the sauce. This may help them, you understand? Or even in your marriage, or just read or watch it for yourself. No. All right, this is your Queen Clayleen saying be great. Do something nice for somebody if it ain't nothing but pray for them silently or give them a hug or put a snack on their desk or say something nice about them, you know, whatever. Do something nice because it comes back to you, all right? You're going to reap what you sow. This is your Queen Clayleen saying be great. Bye-bye.